How's it going, guys? It's TacTixHD here, bringing you episode 13 of NHL 13 GM Mode Expansion Team Series. As you guys can see, NHL lineup looking pretty good there, mostly mid to high 80, especially McKinnon now at a 90. House and Vicentine still in net. Same top 6D. I think we might have had an AHL guy come up for the bottom pair at 79 overall. Hopefully he'll get better, but right now doesn't look too bad at all. As well, our HL team looks pretty good, high 60s to mid 70s. As you guys can see right now, you can see our stats: 5-star offense, 4.5-star defense, 4.5-star goaltending. Almost as good as an all-star team, which is pretty insane. Right here, guys, was just showing something from the beginning of the year. I actually started out the year 11-0, which I thought was pretty crazy. I think that might have been the longest winning streak I had without a single loss. After that, I actually lost a few games in overtime, so I still didn't have a regulation loss, kind of like Chicago. Right here, guys, Victor Rask put on waiver by Carolina, 82 overall. Don't know why they put him on there, but he'll be my fourth line center for now. As you guys can see, the All-Star game, we got Chris Clapperton on the second line, left wing spot. I think we may have had a defenseman make it. We might not have actually. Let me see here. Yeah, so no defenseman from us this year. We have usually had three players make it: a forward, defenseman, and goaltender. But Houston still made it this year. Houston's just one of the best goalies in the league right now in this. And as you guys can see, I just traded Rask for a second-round pick. I had a decent fourth-line center before I picked him up. Figured if I can get a second-round pick for him, why not? As well, I traded Dwight Milson, an AHL goalie, for a third. Didn't really need him. I had three pretty decent AHL goalies all in the mid-70s. Right there, I picked up a 76 overall defenseman who's getting put on waivers, as well as Kirby Reichel. Reichel's 78 overall, 30 years old. He'll probably be like an AHL/fourth-line guy, but just because he came from the Spits, I decided to pick him up. And then right here, I'm picking up another 78 overall defenseman. This guy's got 3.5-star potential, so he should be pretty good for us in the future. Obviously, only 2 years left after this, but you never know with potential. Like 3.5 stars can honestly, they can sometimes get a 6 to 10 boost in 1 year. Anyway, guys, right here in the first round of the playoffs, we're playing Chicago Blackhawks. Actually finished first in the NHL this year and eliminated Chicago in 4 games, swept them, so that was pretty good. Our HL team also made the playoffs, playing the Birmingham Senators in their first series. And as you guys can see in the second series, we played San Jose in the NHL playoffs, and we actually beat them in 4 games as well. So back-to-back sweeps is awesome. And our HL team also beat the Senators, so they're playing the Albany Devils in their second round. And in our third round of the NHL playoffs, guys, we were playing the Red Wings. First time to not sweep. The Red Wings have won the second game against us, so it's 1-1 for that one, or sorry, 3-1 now. And as you can see, the AHL team looks to be winning, and right now, they're in the third round of their series as well. We just beat the Wings in the 6th or 7th game. I'm sorry, guys. The way I do it, I sim back and forth between the 2 series, so sometimes I can get kind of lost. And anyway, guys, we're actually playing the Montreal Canadiens now in the Stanley Cup Final. And this is the 6th game I was going to possibly jump in. We had a 3-2 lead. Unfortunately, we lost that one 3-0 through simming. So I simmed this period, and I think it was tied 2-2 when I jump in here in the third period. Quickly just going through the lines, making sure everything looks how it's supposed to. With injuries and stuff, you never know. Like last year, you guys seen Oli Mata was first-line center before I changed it. So as you can see, I actually went down 3-2 there, which is never good in the Stanley Cup Final. Right there, though, Clapperton's going to put in that rebound goal, making it 3-3. Brought this game to overtime, so close game here. Right here, I think this is a fourth-line center, and Daki coming in on the breakaway, getting the goal done. It's always the fourth-line grinders that, win the Stanley Cup, kind of like Dave Bolin winning it for Chicago this year. So as you guys can see, we actually won back-to-back cups, which is pretty awesome. I haven't done this in a while in GM mode, winning back-to-back cups, so that just shows you that this team is, finally a dynasty. And it's kind of crazy to think how 13 NHL seasons ago, I started with like the free agents and the AHL team and just, made some trades for prospects, for picks, and turned it into this, just amazing team, best team in the NHL for sure. And anyway, guys, as you can see, Garrett Houston also won the Stanley Cup, the Conn Smythe Trophy again. Usually, if your goalie plays every single game, posts a decent record, decent stats, he's going to win the Conn Smythe. Right here, we have the captain lifting the cup. That's actually Brandon Gormley. He's been with us since the very beginning. He was in the AHL team, obviously, then eventually made it to the NHL team. And we have a bunch of other guys picking up the cup. A lot of guys actually been on our team for a while. Spurgeon, I think we got in year 3 or 4, so he's got 2 cups now. Obviously, Houston's going to lift it up there. And then, obviously, right here we have the famous Stanley Cup picture. So I like seeing this. Every year the players are a little bit different, so it's a little bit different of a picture every single year, so it's kind of cool to look at. You can see Phil Kessel in the middle there. I think his hair is a little bit more red in this game than it probably is in real life, so it's kind of easy to spot him. And as you guys can see, we actually did get all 3 stars of the game too, which is pretty cool. So unfortunately, though, our AHL team, you guys are going to see, made it to the final, played the Oklahoma Barons, and lost that, I think, in 5 or 6 games. So, that's never good. But if we would have won it, it would have been amazing. We would have won the Stanley Cup and the Calder Cup, both back-to-back years. I think we won the Calder Cup last year, so that would have been back-to-back years for each of those, which has just been insane. Right here, guys, you can see a lot of current NHL goaltenders retiring. You got Pavelec, Schneider, Lindback. Right here, you got Claude Giroux at All-Star, Evgeny Malkin at All-Star. Joe Colborne's a Leafs prospect. He's kind of retiring early, I think. Bobby Ryan, Patrick Kane, each retiring. They actually picked 1 and 2 in the 2007 draft. Phil Kessel actually retired, so that's a big part of our team gone. I think I signed him after the second year free agency, so he's been our first line right wing for as long as I can remember, so we definitely have to find something to replace him. And as you can see, we've also got a lot of defensemen retiring. Nicholas Halmarson, Chris Letang, just a lot of current NHL All-Stars. Jason Demers got a lot of games played there. Cody Franz and Carl Gunnarsson. Anyway, guys, so right here at the draft, I only had one first-round pick this year. Decided to go with this guy, Sheldon Aldran, I believe I go with, right-wing playmaker. 20 years old, 6'5", so big body too. Second round, I actually had four second-round picks. I made that trade with Rask. I made a couple trades last year for 2014 picks in the offseason. So right here, I'm going to go with Bill Carruth, left winger there. 3-star potential isn't too bad. And then I'm going to try to get some nice 3-star potential guys here who hopefully will turn out. So right here, I'm taking Peterson, Finnish right winger. Next pick, I'm going to take, we'll see in a second, I think Edward Cabana maybe, or... Let's see who I pick. I don't remember, guys, these third-round picks. Looks like it took Xavier Kesha, whoever that is. Hopefully it turns out good for us, though. And then right there, I took a 2.5-star potential, guys. All the 3-stars were gone. In the third round, I actually had a few picks, but all that was left was 2-star potential and lower. So we're here, guys, in the offseason at the re-sign phase, just going through re-signing all the decent prospects. Usually if they have less than 3-star potential, I don't keep them. The highest I ever see 2.5-star potential get is 78 overall. I think Tobias Ryder sometimes can get to an 82, but he's got 2.5-star green, and you got to play him a lot, and so usually it's not worth it to even keep anybody less than a 3. At least if you have a good team. If you're say first year and you have a really bad team, it might be worth it, but I usually don't even bother, and it's honestly you could probably trade them and be a good trade asset, but I usually have enough players on my team that if I keep them, they'll actually end up having too many players. They'll take a roster spot from a better potential player, so usually shy away from it. As you can see, Howson's contract was up, and he wanted lots of money. He knows he's the best goalie in the league, makes the All-Star game every year, wins the Vezina every year, wins the Hart every year, and his 2 Conn Smythes back-to-back, so he wanted $10 million. I had to give it to him. He's one of the main reasons that we are doing as good as we are. Shinkaruk needed a new deal. I definitely re-signed him. Taff, who, if you guys remember, actually made it to the NHL team last year after being in the AHL, I re-signed. Right there, I actually traded Fontaine. He was making $7.5 million a year, only 83 overall. Definitely not worth it, so I got a second-round pick for him. As well, I signed a goalie there, 80 overall, 4-star potential, out of free agency. I thought that was pretty good, but those were my only moves. Just cleared up some cap space to re-sign the rest of my team, and hopefully the young guys can get better. Fill up Kessel's void in offense. As you guys can see right here, just all the awards. Obviously, we won the Cup. We won the Eastern Conference. Garrett House won the Conn Smythe, the Vezina, the William N. Jennings Trophy. He's just tearing it up. I think he might have also won another award, yeah, there it is, Ted Lindsay Award, 3 years in a row. Just insane how many awards he's getting. And right here, guys, you can see our team stats. Still the same, 5-star offense, 4.5-star defense, and 4.5-star goaltending. Even without Phil Kessel, we still got that 5-star offense. It's really good. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Only 2 episodes left of this GM mode. I'm going to try to maybe get them done by this week. I have another GM mode set to be, done through August. It's another new thing I haven't done before. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed it, please leave a like. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for my NHL 13 videos and NHL 14 news, and have a nice day, guys. Goodbye.